And you hit the nail on the head when you said trust.
Yeah.
These decisions were not made by educators.
Right.
These were not, and you said boots on the ground. That it's going to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make a difference. I'm a special area teacher. I'm a PE teacher. Our kids lose PE time.
Yeah.
State test rolls around, or we have an alternate schedule. And
Sure.
We are firm believers in teaching to the total child. And I don't think that these nationalized tests you're not teaching to the total child. You are teaching to one thing. So
yeah.
I understand that they're mandatory. I understand they're important. Assessment's important. But trust your educators. And if we move towards standards-based education, which a lot of us seem to be discussing, if the kid's meeting the standard, it doesn't have to be a 4. It doesn't.
Right.
They don't have to be reading on grade level to meet standards, because that's not real life. Yeah. And so much of what everyone told us after COVID was to meet them where they're at. You're taking that away from us now.
Yeah.
You're not letting us meet where they're at.
Sure.
So thank you.
100%. It brought me back to a moment. I can remember right where I was at the time, and I had an untenured teacher say to me in October, my administrator just talked about, where am I carving out time in my instructional day for test preparation for these kids? And I'm like, I'll go have a conversation with someone, and that is really the gross part of it.
They're trying to make their teachers proud.
They're trying to make their teachers proud. They're trying to make them proud.
Part.
It is heartbreaking. And, those stories of kids that had to leave the school, kids that became physically ill from the test in that process is just so unnecessary. And as someone who taught and is married to somebody who taught before ESSA, before, this test and punish dynamic, we got to fix it. Yeah. We got to fix it.
One of the things that we're really trying to do in our school is develop the engineering mindset. And I'm very fortunate because I'm able to, I not only am I our local president, but I am also our high school engineering teacher. So I have firsthand experience in bringing kids into classrooms and giving them experiences that are not your traditional classroom experiences, where it's okay for kids to make mistakes, where they have to go through the engineering process and they have to truly innovate and design and then build that out. They come up with ideas, they attempt to build them out, they test those ideas, and then they have to go back and redesign and rebuild and retest. And going through that process and being comfortable saying, okay, I goofed up, I'm wrong, or it can be better, or I'm good, but it could be better. And having to go through that constant process where I think in a traditional classroom, it was learn the stuff, take the test. Oh, I did good on the test, and move on to something else. And now you move on. And in this process, kids are constantly reevaluating and redesigning and rebuilding, retesting. So it's a continuous process, and that's what engineering is it's a continuous process of getting something better. I always say to kids, like, a cell phone 25 years ago doesn't look like our phones today. Why? Because we keep innovating and we keep creating and we keep making things better. Your design today is not going to be your design 3 months from now as things change and progress. And so giving kids that opportunity to be in an environment where they're able to do that, they're able to freely explore, is great. And I'm very proud of my school for giving our students putting forward the resources, putting me in a position to do that and teach the coursework, dedicating the space and the resources so that the kids have the ability to do that is fantastic.